This is Paul Newman, and if you are seeing this screen, I am hoping to assure you here that the live stream will start. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another video here on my own personal YouTube channel. Apologies for the lack of videos this week. Sometimes life just takes over, and it is what it is. But hopefully, we'll be back soon with some more regular content approaching. So a group of classics next week, I think, in the UK, and also I think it's more than likely the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks as well. So we will need to get cracking with another Classic Watch 25 possible today. Where can people find these horses? classicwatch25.great/site.net is where people can find the horses. Site coming together now, some Japanese runners on there to join the Australian runners. Unfortunately, not as many as I would like in from Japan, although the Japanese 1,000 guineas was taken out by a horse already on the site embroidery. We'll hope to get the Japanese 2,000 guineas winner up in due course. It was actually the fourth choice, so I'd have had to do another 3 videos before I'd have got round to it. And life just took over, unfortunately. classicwatch25.great/site.net is where people can find these horses. Right, I'm going to try and get through this now. Field of Gold is the name of the horse that we're going to take a look at today. Trained by John and Thady Gosden, owned by Judmont and sired by Kingman, out of a dam called Princess de Lune, who herself was sired by Shamadal. The horse bred by Roundhill Stud. Some very interesting form. You'll see the horse didn't win first time out. Third of 6 behind subsequent Group 1 winning 2-year-old New Century. First time out, run into a mark of 84. The horse then ran into a mark of 97 when winning a novice race at Newbury worth worth £11,000 over 7 furlongs in July, where the horse beat Stars in Their Eyes by 3 1/4 lengths. The horse then won the Group 3 Solario Stakes at Sandown on the 31st of August, beating Matawi Bay by 3/4 of a length. Nice, solid improvement again, where the horse ran to 107. And then the horse finished its campaign beaten in the 2-year-old race at Longchamp, the Jean-Luc Lagardère in October, when the horse was 4th, beaten 2 1/4 lengths by Classic Watch 25 possible Camille Passaro, where the horse again ran to a mark of 107. It was the first 3-year-old start of the year, really, in the Craven in April 2025, where the horse beat Wimbledon Hawkeye by 3 1/2 lengths to take out the Craven, where the horse ran to a career best mark of 116, which I think will definitely mark the horse out as some sort of contender. Hopefully a classic possible. People will see the horse has had 5 runs and has managed to win 3 of his starts. Horse is entered at the moment in the Betfred 2,000 Guineas Stakes, which is a very short price now, 9-4 favourite for the race next week. On the 3rd of May, the horse is also entered in the 15th of May in the Dante, and the horse is also entered in on the 24th of May for the Irish 2,000 guineas as well. No Derby or middle distance entries there. Though if people look at his record on French Gallop, they will see that the horse is in the French Derby and the French Guineas as well. The French Derby, obviously, only over 1 mile, 2.5 furlongs. So there is a Derby option there in France and 3 Guineas options for the horse so far, Field of Gold. People take a look at the pedigree of the horse, they will see that Field of Gold is dam line number 7. Up to date here, 3 out of 5 starts and winnings of 68,807 in Great Britain. There you see, first in the Solario Stakes, Group 3, and the Craven Stakes, Group 3, updated on the 6th of October 2024. They always update everything but the date, these people. Field of Gold, obviously the Craven was ran in April. But yeah, Family 7. It's always a strange one, Family 7, when people look on the historic side, because there is just not much at all. Starts with the Blacklegs Royal Mare, and it sort of stops there. There's one there, the latest horse on the page is Hermione, the foundation mare of 7F. That was born in 1875. So there's never many clues there when people look at that, unfortunately. So what we'll do is, this is another one that we've covered in previous horses, dam line number 7. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the first 3 dams this time. And then we're going to stop at Imagining, because that is a dam that is in the pedigree of another horse. And then we will pick up all the good horses along the way, as we normally do. And then we will watch Field of Gold win 2 Group 3 races, the Solario Stakes at Sandown and the Craven at Newmarket. We only watch debuts when they are first time out. So we've taken a look at Field of Gold. We need to take a look at his older brother, I think, a filly. Born in 2019, sired by Oasis Dream out of also Princess de Lune. Zambak won 3 of her 6 starts, was only out of the first 3 in 1 of her 6 starts. Managing to win £70,586 in Great Britain. In her career, Zambak managed to win the listed Rosemary Stakes of 2022, and she was also 3rd in the Conqueror's Filly Stakes at Goodwood, trained by Roger Varian. The first dam of the horse, Princess de Lune, was fourfold in 2014, sired by Shamadal out of Princess Serena. Princess de Lune was in the first 2 in 2 of her 4 starts. She did manage to win and earn £6,007 in Great Britain. No black type at all, trained by Roger Charlton and Archie Watson. 7 furlong winner at 3. But we do know from these 2 horses that she is a black type producer, and what's more, there are some nice relatives to her as well. Zabil Prince, a gelding born in 2013, sired by Lope de Vega out of Princess Serena. Zabil Prince was in the first 2 in 8 of his 16 starts, winning £246,026 UK pounds, managing to win 6 of his 16 starts. He was a Group 1 winner. He won the 2019 Group 1 Prix d'Espagne at Longchamp, age 6. And he also won the Group 3 Earl of Sefton Stakes, was placed in the Group 2 Joel Stakes, and won the Doncaster Mile of 2018 as well. Group 1, Group 3, and listed winning gelding. Queen Power, a mare foaled in 2016, sired by Shamadal again out of Princess Serena. So this is very closely related to the dam of this horse. Queen Power was in the first 3 in 9 of her 12 starts, winning £196,403 UK pounds, 3 wins, 3 places, and 3 shows. First, second, and third. Queen Power at 3 won the Phillies Trial Stakes at Newbury in 2019. At 4, no pattern races were won, although she was placed in 2 Group 2 races, the Dahlia Phillies Stakes and the Duke of Cambridge Stakes. And at 5, the horse won the 2021 Group 2 Middleton Stakes to go with her listed win. No Group 1 places, although there was further 2 placed efforts in the Dahlia Stakes and the Group and the Duke of Cambridge again. Group 2 enlisted winning filly, Queen Power, owned by King Power Racing and trained by Rafe Beckett and Sir Michael Stout. Puissance de Lune, a very interesting career this horse had. Horse foaled in 2008, sired by Shamadal again out of Princess Serena. Puissance de Lune raced 22 times in his career, managing to win 8 times, and was in the first 3 in 16 of 22 starts, 5 seconds and 3/3. The horse earned €18,200 in France and $873,663 Australian dollars. This horse was an export to Australia, and the horse did very well, winning 2 Group 2 races, the Blamey Stakes and the JJ Liston Stakes of 2013. The horse was also winner of the Group 3 Queen Elizabeth Stakes and the Bendigo Cup of 2012. The horse was placed in 5 Group 1 races, second in the Maccabee Diva and the Turnbull 2013, and then third in the Memsey, the Maccabee Diva and the Turnbull again of 2014. So very good horse, raced in France on Australia, retired due to a recurring fetlock injury, entered stud at Swettenham Stud for a fee of $11,000. At this stage, which for a pedigree like this, you'd have to say, is probably a fair price. The horse going to Stoke quite well, still available for a fee of €8,800 as available in 2024. The horse still standing at Swettenham Stud, and the horse has made a bit of an impact in his first two crops, although his last two crops were his biggest of 100 and 113. In total, the horse has foaled 402 foals, 254 of them have ran, and between them, 135 winners have won 333 races. The horse has side 5 stakes winners that has won 6 stakes races, and the horse has also side 2 graded winners who have won a graded race each. We have to say that racing at 2, only 4 of 33 have won, so it's looking like a stallion for 3 and 4-year-olds, and it's the fillies holding sway over the coals. Both graded races have been won by fillies between a distance of 7 furlongs and a mile, which seems to be the most profitable trip. They've gone round mainly in Australia. It's fair to say 250 of the 254 have gone round in Australia. Both graded races winners have also been in Australia, and they are Moonlight Maid, who won the Group 2 Edward Manifold Stakes and was third in the Australasian Oaks and the VRC Oaks, and En Francais, who won the Cummings Stakes, Group 3, and also won a couple of handicaps and placed in a few listed races. So Moonlight Maid, you'd have to say, classic placed, probably the best of his progeny at stud, it's fair to say. His Majesty foaled in 2010, another one sired by Shamadal. His Majesty won 5 of 21 starts and was in the first 3 in 15 of 21 starts. Earnings of 263,360 Australian dollars and 2,973 Great British pounds, another one that made his mark in Australia. Placed in 2 listed handicaps, the Takeover Target handicap at Gosford and the Razor Sharp handicap at Randwick, formerly named Majesty when the horse raced in England. Dual listed placed. Another one we need to look at is Tiu Messias Fox, a gelding, born in 2019, sired by Lone de Vega, out of Princess Serena again. She's a really good mare, hasn't she? Tiu Messias Fox won 5 of his 27 starts in the first 3 in 10, and managing to win £138,326 in Great Britain. Tiu Messias Fox was third in the listed Magnolia Stakes of 2025 this year. They finally updated the date on this one. Just recently then, this horse secured its first black type performance, aged 6. So this is a horse, a line really that does, it's fair to say, improve with age. We'll take a look at the second dam now of Field of Gold. That was sort of evidence that, you see, the massive step up in the horse. You'll see how impressive the horse looked when we watch the race. Second dam of the horse now. We're on to Princess Serena, a mare foaled in 1999, sired by Unbridled Song, out of Serena's sister. Princess Serena only managed to finish in the first 2 in 2 of her 11 starts in America, winning once, earning 12,692 American dollars. Again, no black type at all, but you'll see there multiple black type producer before being sent to Ireland. There's a couple worth looking at, related to her quite closely as well. Rosina, a mare foaled in 2011, sired by Ifraj, out of Prince Serena's Storm as well. You'll see Princess Serena out of Serena's sister. We seem to... Oh, there's Serena's sister, sorry. We looked at the wrong horse there, sorry, my mistake. Got 2 Serenas open there. You'll see there that Serena's sister, in fact, is the second dam, sorry. Princess Serena, Serena's sister, the third dam of Ritsina, and also the third dam of Field of Gold. Now we know where we're at. Ritsina, sired by Fraj, won 5 of her 16 starts in the first 3 in 11 of 16 starts, earnings of 632,315 UK pounds. Ritsina had a good career at 2, Group 1 winning 2-year-old in 2013, winning the Moy Stud Stakes. She also won the Group 2 Queen Mary at Royal Ascot and the listed National Stakes at Sandown. She was also second in the Fillies Mile and the Prix Morny that year. At 3, the horse was a Royal Ascot Group 1 winner again, winning the Royal Ascot Coronation Stakes of 2014. Second in the Falmouth at the Matron. And at 4th, the horse was second in another Group 2 race, the Duke of Cambridge Stakes. I think this horse was trained by Clyde Britt. I think Ritzina. She is also the dam of Danae. Danae foaled in 2019, sired by Jubawi out of Ritzina. Danae only raced 4 times in her career. She was in the first 3 in 3 of her 4 starts, earning £27,880 in Great Britain and France. I think she was one that was on Classic Watch 23, I think, or 24. The last one I did with articles instead of videos. Danae actually was second in 2 Group 3 races, second in the Prestige Stakes at Goodwood, and third in the Pre-6 Perfections at Deauville at 2 again. I thought she was a decent prospect, trained by Simon and Ed Crisford. And there's also Summer Romance, born in 2017. Another one sired by Kingman out of Serena's Storm. Exactly the same pedigree. Third sister, third dam again. Summer Romance won 4 of her 11 starts in the first 3 in 7 of her 11 starts, earnings of £270,305 UK pounds. Summer Romance again managed to win a few pattern races. At 2, she won the listed Empress Phyllis Stakes and was third in the Group 3 Dickpool Phyllis Stakes. At 3, she improved again, winning the Group 3 Princess Elizabeth Stakes at Epsom. And at 4, she improved again, winning the Group 2 Ballantyne Stakes at Maidan, as well as being placed in 2 Group 1 races, the Diana Stakes in America and the Just a Game Stakes, also in America. Very good horse, she was really. The 2023 colt on the ground by Jubawi. That might be worth following this year, hopefully. I will notice that one. Another one bred by Roundhill Stud. And now on to the third dam of the horse, Serena's Sister, a mare foaled in 1994, sired by Rahi out of Imagining. Serena's Sister never troubled the judge in 2 starts and failed to earn any money, according to that. But you'll see there that she is a black type producer as well. So really, it's a fair line, this. They've all produced quite well. There's just none of the first 3 dams, really, have proved to be top class on the track. A field of gold, but they've all managed to. Princess Delune was quite useful. Oh, no, she wasn't. They're all quite lightly raced dams, these ones, aren't they? Princess Serena raced 11 times and won once. And Serena's Sister only raced twice. We can stop really looking at the dams and the relative now because we get to a horse, Camille Passaro, foaled in 2022, sired by Wootton Bassett, 2025 Classic Possible, who was in the first 3. I think he was third on his reappearance this season. I'm not 100% sure that is correct. Winner of the Lagardère of 2024, second in 2 Group 3 races. Well, at 3, second, in the listed Glasney Stakes at 3. So I think that has been updated, even though the horse was second, I thought it was third. 2 wins and 4 places in his career, €270,000 and £80,000. People will see that Imagining is the third dam of Camille Passaro. So obviously, I had a good look at the dam line of Camille Passaro in that video. So instead of turning back the clock and repeating myself, all we can do is include a card to Camille Passaro. And I will do that now to enable people to watch it. I will do that now. And then really, we just need to think about wrapping this video up. What we can do is we can close a few tabs to save on CPU. And we can think about watching the horse Field of Gold win those 2 Group 3 races. Like I said, first start beaten by a subsequent Group 1 winner, New Century. The horse managed to get off the mark on the second start before turning up at Sandown in August 2024 in the Group 3 Solario Stakes. A race we can watch now. Unfortunately, where I get my videos, the race had already started. They'd already come out of the stalls and raced about a furlong. So rather than use a different platform, I will continue to use the videos who I always use, and we will watch the horse win now and then see what we think.
Not much between them. Then there's a break of 2 lengths then to Field of Gold, who's on the outside of Matori Bay. And then another 2.5 lengths to the next pairing. On the outside, Hot Shot of Victory Sound. And then the back marker is Zuzia Daddy as they move round the turn, which will bring them past the halfway point and the entrance to the home straight here. Royal Playwright out in the front, leading by about half a length then to Tiger Mask, the grey on the outside. On the inside, blue sleeves with the pink armlets is Matori Bay. Hector Crouch on his outside is Field of Gold, being held together by Kieran Schumacher as they pass the 3 and come up to the final 2.5. Behind them, Victory Sound is being worked on. Hot Shot is travelling nicely on the outside and busy away. Zuzia Daddy's got a lot to do. Now the race is beginning to unfold as they flash past the 2 marker, and Field of Gold is coming up here strongly on the outside of the 2 pace setters. On the inside, Royal Playwright responding. Between horses is Tiger Mask. Up the hill they come. Field of Gold just ahead here and digging deep on the hill up the Sandown climb. And Field of Gold is finding plenty when it matters. Flying at the finish, Matori Bay, but too late. The Solario goes to Field of Gold. Matori Bay second, Royal Playwright, and then Tiger Mask.
Quite an impressive performance, that, I thought, by Field of Gold in the part of the race that we did watch. I mean, again, you saw the horse travelled up very well, and I think the horse stayed on well as well. It's another one, really, as you would expect from a horse this well bred. It seems to travel very well in its races, Field of Gold, doesn't it? I mean, that you saw there, the horse was looming up on the outside in the Solario, and I think he put the race to bed fairly well there. Group 3 winning 2-year-old. He then went rather flat to deceive, really, in the Group 1 Prix Jean-Luc Lagardère, funnily enough, won by the horse that's actually turned out to be quite closely related to him, Camille Passaro, who won on that day in the Lagardère, but it was in his first run at 3 in April 2025 in the Group 3 Craven Stakes, up to distance to a mile, arguably the most historic UK 2,000 guineas trial, held over course and distance at Newmarket, where the horse very much looked as though he was taking a step forward. And we will watch the Craven Stakes now, and again, we will see what we think.
New Century completes the lineup, and they're off, racing away 1 mile ahead of them in the Bet 365 Craven Stakes. And well into stride in the centre is Benevento in the violet jacket. More towards the running rail is the Waco Kid in the turquoise. Between horses then is the Watcher, yellow with the black spots. A little wider from those is Wimbledon Hawkeye. Then New Century in the claret. Tucking in behind their Field of Gold. Opera Ballet's very keen to the outside there in the white cap. Just about last of all is Amori City. New Century just dropping back a little as they continue up towards halfway soon. With the lead, the Waco Kid by a length over Benevento. Third to the inside, Matori Bay. Then the Watcher and Wimbledon Hawkeye. New Century wider. Right in behind is Field of Gold, the grey, tucked in against the inside. The Godolphin pair towards the back with the white cap. Opera Ballo is second to last, and the overall trailer is Amori City. Racing up through halfway then, the Waco Kid and Tom Marquand show the way by a half a length over Benevento in second, with Wimbledon Hawkeye back in third. New Century's next in fourth. Then towards the running rail is Matori Bay. The Watcher is with him. Amori City making ground towards the outside, been followed there by, on the outer, Opera Ballo. Then Field of Gold is looking for that way through inside the final quarter mile. The Waco Kid drops away. Wimbledon Hawkeye has just about hit the front. Quickly though, challenged by Amori City. New Century's behind those. Field of Gold trying to pick his way through. Benevento fighting on against the running rail. Wimbledon Hawkeye lugging out towards the centre. And here goes Field of Gold meeting the rising ground. And he's found a couple of lengths on them. And he's going to win the Craven going away. Nice effort from Field of Gold. Field of Gold won the Craven, beating Wimbledon Hawkeye, Amori City. Then Benevento, New Century clear from Opera Ballo, the Waco Kid, Matori Bay and the Watcher.
Very good performance by Field of Gold there. You saw again how superbly the horse travelled, it's fair to say. It was really just a question there, I thought, of making sure the horse got a run. And he put the race to bed very effectively there. It's fair to say, I thought that was easily the most striking performance of the UK-based trials that we saw the previous weekend, although it's fair to say John Quill, who we looked at in one of the previous videos, was quite impressive as well, it's fair to say. But this performance, I thought, oozed class, and it's no surprise to me, really, to see this horse loaded with classic entries. I always end the video by asking the question, is this horse a classic horse? Well, you've seen the French entries already, the French Guineas and the French Derby. I can't show you them because I've closed the tab down. But you'll see the horses entered in the 2,000 Guineas in both the UK and Ireland, as well as the Dante. On the 15th of May, could we be looking at a Guineas double? The Betfred 2,000 Guineas at Newmarket on the 3rd, and the Irish 2,000 Guineas this year is on the 24th of May. So some very interesting races coming up. Not much middle distance form past the 1 mile, 2.5 furlong entry in the French Derby for Field of Gold. Is this horse a classic horse? There's a chance, isn't there, that it possibly is. Right, I think we can think about ending this video here now. Thank you very much to everybody who has chosen to watch the video. As always, it has been very much appreciated. What I'll do is I'll leave a copy of the Classic Watch 25 Possibles playlist at the end of the video for you all to enjoy. And I will also give everybody an opportunity who's watched this video and has chosen not to subscribe to the channel. I'll give you an opportunity to subscribe to the channel as well. So therefore, you won't miss any more content. But yeah, I think I can think about wrapping this video up here. UK 2,000 Guineas and 1,000 Guineas next week. Also, the Kentucky Derby and the Kentucky Oaks. Some interesting racing coming up on the horizon. Plenty of videos, hopefully, to get done over the coming week as we approach 4 classics next weekend, I think, in the UK and the USA. But for now, I'll wrap this video up here. Thank you very much for watching. Take care of yourselves and your loved ones. Have a fantastic weekend. Take care and goodbye.